Okay, what's going on, guys? SmartHelping.com here. Happy Friday. We got a upgrade of the G Sheet. We did two Google Sheet templates that I have. I turned into Excel versions. The reason why it was so difficult is because the Google Sheet versions relied specifically on using the dynamic arrays of filtering with multiple criteria, and the sort functions. Excel doesn't have those unless you have Office 365, and apparently you also need the Insider program. I can't remember. I know I signed up for the Insider program a few years ago, but some people can get access to the dynamic arrays with just an Office 365 uh, membership, and others need the Insider program. It's something to do maybe with Office Business 365 versus personal. It's really confusing. I wish they would just make it available for everybody. It's a great function. It's been working fine. I started using it 2 years ago in Excel, and I've had never had an issue with it. So you can see here on the let's just go over the dynamic arrays. So here on the last done date for the to-do list tracker, it uses the filter function, and all we're doing is filtering the database if the task matches. So I'm looking at all the tasks that are in here. I want to return all dates that match a given task. And then the last one done means the most recent. So I want the max value. So I just put max, and then I run the filter function, and I just want to return the max values that are returned in that filter. So you can see I've done that here. You can just drag this down, the formula down, and it gives you the data last done. Similar logic for um, well, no, that's actually, is that the only, oh, so within XDays also uses a filter function, and that's just actually returning some values based on logic. So you can define like any items that are coming due in your to-do list within X days. So here, it's saying check the furnace in 486 days. So if I put 480 days or less, then that goes away. If I say, 30 days, then that one goes away. If I say 32, that comes back. So this works just fine. And the hot list is just it's a sort. We're doing filter and sorting based on the most recent, uh, basically this is doing anything that's not blank. Let's see, list sorted by days until check date. Ah, sorry, Excel was skipping. So days until check date here, we're just filtering. So we're pulling everything that's not blank, and then we're just sorting it with the sort function by column 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here is that, and you can see it's going the most recent to the latest. So yeah, so that's the first one that was updated. Now the next one, let's move over to the training tracker. Has multiple criteria, so we'll talk about this because it's a little bit interesting. Let me switch to that one. So here you can see we've got some data about when different employees completed different training things or tasks, and if they completed it, yes or no, and the date. So here you can see, now look at the filter function. We're doing multiple criteria, and you could do it with a and logic or logic. So and means that the filter criteria has to meet both of them to appear. So here we're checking, um, we want to know anything in data column C if the employee name matches and the plan matches. So what we're doing is looking at anything, if this matches and this matches, pull the date. And the multiplication sign you can see right here to connect the two filters criteria is a multiplication. If you were to put a plus sign here, it spills because it goes into the next one. You can see here it's actually returning anything that says name one or plan ID. So there's two things that happen there in column C of the data. So we don't want that. We want to say if it is name matches the employee name and the plan. So I'm gonna undo that. And so this gives you a nice little dashboard of what training has been completed by different employees and what types of training has been completed. So you can have name one, okay, they have completed only plan 2, and there's up to a bunch of different plans or tasks here you can track over time. Now the second one's a report on the date if it has been completed. So here we're doing 3 criteria. We have check the name, the plan ID matches, and check if column C equals yes. And if all those things are true, see we have multiplication signs for all those, so they all have to be true, then return the date, otherwise blank. So Excel's fine with doing this. We have some other single criteria filtering going on here, which is working great. And there's a chart. So the Excel version works fine, but to make this work right, you have to use Microsoft Office 365, and I think you have to be part of the Insiders program. I'm not sure. That's just something that evolves over time. It's free to be in the Insiders program. You just sign up for it and you're in it, as long as you have Office 365. Um, but yeah, so those 2 templates got a nice little upgrade. They've now got a Google Sheet version and an Excel version, so pretty cool. It just makes it more usable to more people. So that's all I got for you. Like the video, subscribe. Also, don't forget, check out more from smarthelping.com. Here I just talk about the upgrades, about these 2 templates. But I've got all kinds of templates, hundreds of different templates for SaaS, and mostly I focus on startup financial models and financial spreadsheets. But I have a lot of cool tracking stuff that I've figured out along the way that's really helpful to just a general business use cases. And I've got all kinds of things here, so you can check it out. Um, you can buy them in bulk categories. You can buy them individually, or at the very top here, you can buy all the models on smarthelping.com for $9.99. And with those, you're free to consult with them. You can use them for your own businesses, or you can, you just can't directly resell them, obviously. But yeah, there's tons of value here in all these templates, so enjoy. And I'll see you guys next week. Remember, next week I'm starting brand new financial models. I've spent the last 7 months building 3 statement models into all the startup models I had. There was like 50 of them, maybe more. So that's done. I'm moving on to brand new businesses. So it's going to be fun. Alrighty, take it easy.